annoyed. They're like,
yeah, like that's harmless though. Like, would you rather, like, who would you rather do it like this? Would you rather Brooke Monk be doing it or Natalie Reynolds doing it? And better yet to that, or would you like Natalie Reynolds doing it to Brooke Monk, making 6 foot glossy cutouts straight from Staples? Would you rather that? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's harmless. If she's pretending she's gonna cut her hair off, it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. If Natalie Reynolds is out here trying to copy her bar for bar doppelganger skinwalker avocado. Would you want that? It's like, yo, this is where it's like, sure, again, we can criticize the Hun Brooke Monk for doing this, showing like, oh yeah, she's making too many vids. Why would she pretend to cut her hair when she's not actually gonna do it? Again, our heads like Natalie Reynolds better? Like, do we want heads like her to pose? We can criticize both, but like, we gotta talk about the worst ones first, though. Like we gotta talk about the worst ones first, though. We did. We seen the other T's. You know, the T's. Shout out to Miss Coco Bird. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Un's watching. But like, yeah. It's a whatever for me. Girly pop.
girly pop.
It's a whatever from Trilly. But seriously though, it's like, I don't really care that much. Not at least in Trilly's opinion. Not really. For the girly pops, the Huns, and of course, the babes. I ain't gonna lie, looking like a bit of an unfortunate spill at the tea party. Trilly's TikTok crush, brain rot app crush, the influencer girly pop Brooke Monk. It looks like she has not been doing too well. Supposedly, it's been a bit of a breakup. Apparently, Trilly can't grammar already. Apparently, there might have been a little breakup situation with her and her boyfriend Sam. And the Hun Miss Coco's crazy, Miss Coco Bud, has posted a video on that boy. So we, of course, have to check that out. You already know. Spill's going into the tea party. That means we are here, baby. So let's not waste any more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed have everything every single time. Let's get right into it. Like I said in the intro, shout out to Hun, Miss Coco's crazy, Miss Coco Bud. Shoulda love. We got the Brooke Monk breakup situation. Of course, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, shoulda love Miss Coco's crazy. And let's get right into the video. No time to be wasted. You already know we get down. Let's do it.
I'll just stand in front of that same basic white wall that I do all my videos in front of.
And I'll move the furniture out of the way like I always do.
The internet has never been so intrigued yet mad at the same exact time. How do you get the entire internet talking about you within about 3 different posts? The answer is simple. You say what no one wants to hear. You talk about your breakup. Brooke Monk has posted a series of videos recently that many have found very concerning. Some have just been mad as a result of seeing them, and others have reacted confused. Normally, hints at a breakup cause little to no discussion unless there's something seriously interesting involved, because breakups are very common. So how do you capture the entire internet's attention with one single video? Well, a few videos. Well, the answer is pretty simple. You have to be Brooke Monk. So this video will be getting into the
You gotta have the motion.
breakup situation, the internet's response, and how it led to a lot of backlash, a lot of mad people, and overall there's just a lot of stuff to get into in this video, so buckle up. But first, a quick announcement. Due to our good sales in our shirts and t-shirts, we have been able to donate $500 to Mustafa's GoFundMe. Check out a t-shirt, sweatshirt, or cute Coco plushie below, link in description, and you will be able to help Mustafa and his family and be part of the reason why his family is able to have hope during these awful times in Palestine.
It's by a brand called Smokyo? I don't know how to say that, so I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But Smokyo?
Brooke Monk is one of the most interesting TikTok creators of all time. She may be the only TikTok creator who has become more relevant than she was 2 years ago, even 3 years ago. She currently gets millions of likes to TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. That motion is insane. Like her one TikTok with Will Smith, that junk got like, what, 300 million views or some shit? It's insane.
Which is insane because most TikTok creators only reach that amount on their top videos, only a few their entire career. She perfectly captures trends. She's just able to maintain a loyal fan base. She overall does something that most creators will never ever achieve.
Sorry, I don't know. But they look so cute. So I was like, oh my gosh, let's do a little unboxing. Here is our first one. It is Taito
The content she posts is very, very simple. A lot of people say she's overrated, but that's about most of the hate that she gets.
I was about to say, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They'd be like, yo, bro, pretty privilege or whatever. Like, yo, what does she have all the emotion for? Better yet, Goonie! The Gooners. Like the Reddit bulls, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. The Reddit bulls, hold them different bulls. But besides that, like, yeah, nah, like, honestly, Hun's not really doing nothing crazy at all whatsoever.
Then, of course, if you included the hate she's been getting recently for the recent drama and TikTok she's been posting. Brooke Monk usually posts TikToks about boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, a lot of relatable TikToks. That's where her audience really just enjoys her content. I think that's where a lot of people really return, is because they relate to her a lot.
Eyebrows? I don't really have a lot of eyebrows. I have to draw them on. There's my eyebrows.
You know what this motherfucker look like, low-key?
Yo, bro, leave me happy fucking crying. Look! Yo, that shit is so funny. Look!
Of course, most of us do know her for her content that she makes with her boyfriend.
Bomba clat! Look!
For example, this is a video she made where she said boyfriend edits my video, and obviously, let's be honest, obviously it's not edited by her boyfriend, but it's a whole joke, it's a whole trend where you like do silly edits to your makeup. She's done this multiple times, so have other creators, and that is really what people know her for. Her and her boyfriend Sam having this perfect relationship. So obviously it is a lot different than a normal breakup if she's hinting at it, because then it would kind of ruin her entire, if that makes sense, like image. That's
I'm
on
about to say, like, kind of persona. It's kind of like, and like, not in the most direct way, but it's kind of like on the, you know, saying, and Melissa and Kim's vibes, where obviously, you know, they're trying to have like the perfect billionaire CEO dark romance couple, and obviously if something were to per se happen in a relationship or some type of jump would throw it off, like being liars, you know, it kind of ruins the persona, kind of ruins the image. So obviously one of the things with the Hun at Miss Brooke Monk, like, you know what I'm saying, should be making obviously the boyfriend relationship content, or like boyfriend girlfriend relationship content. If she have no boyfriend, obviously, you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean she's gonna lose all her emotion like that overnight. But like, you know, so for some of the heads there to relate on the relationship to might be kind of hard and not being in a relationship.
It's very harsh, and that's no diss at all to her. Of course, she could definitely survive off of, like, she could survive off of herself.
Exactly, and that's what I was just getting off of saying. It's like, yeah, she's still gonna obviously have emotion herself. Like, there are heads that, you know what I'm saying, are supporters, you know, fans of her, but like, you know what I'm saying, for the heads that are watching her for more or less like relatable relationship content, they might dip out.
Like, she doesn't need him, but what I'm trying to say is, like, it's a lot of her content. They talk about having the perfect relationship, talk about how dedicated they are to each other, which honestly, couple goals, like, I'm very, very happy for them, but it does make sense that that would make the internet kind of go into a frenzy to hear that they may be breaking up. So it mainly started when Brooke started posting TikToks that seemed to be hinting at something, and immediately got a ton of attention. So the TikTok starts off with, POV, you realize a relationship is coming to an end. Can't hang out this week, why? Just busy.
Oh man.
Maybe another time? Okay. Ending. Going to sleep. Good night, I love you. You too. Sleep well. Good night.
Nah. Yeah, hell nah, I ain't taking it serious. Yeah, hell nah, I ain't taking this shit serious, bruh. Yeah, come on, we be... Bruh. Yeah, I just hit my head right on the mic. This shouldn't be trying to take me out every time. But like, yo, come on. Avocado! Come on, we be dealing with Lala Sadi. There's no way. Like, yo, the POVs, the skits, all that type of job. Like, nah. I believe the real life when I see that job actually happen.
Need to talk. Everything okay? It's not you, it's me. What? I can't do this anymore. And it isn't very surprising that people were a little bit, like, interested in this video, because it says when you see the relationship is coming to an end. And Brooke Monk is known to fake and prank. I wouldn't say fake, I would say prank stuff. Like, remember when she did the whole hair thing? No, once again, no hate at all. It's a strategy. Tons of influencers do it. She basically pretended to cut her hair, and then she didn't actually cut it, and it made a big deal. So it definitely, like, when I first saw this, I was like, that's probably what it is. But then she continued to post more videos, and they slowly got kind of more and more alarming. And a lot of people were wondering, was the dream relationship not real? Like, it's all lost? I remember when I was like 10,
I'm not gonna lie, she probably got motherfuckers.
So this is a bad guy, then there's no purpose in life. That's literally how dumb I was. That's what I thought. So the comments were filled with things complaining about other TikTokers breaking up, and now it's gonna be them, and blah blah blah. You all know. You can probably guess what the comments were saying. They were all kind of like interested in it. It's like every other situation.
Oh my god, what's happening, girl? Like, girly pop.
Girly pop.
What did he do? Did he hurt you? Oh my god, this can't be happening. Like, man, that should be killing me.
You know, like tons of likes, tons of discussion around it, and a lot of people, once again, like me, were saying, yeah, this is probably some sort of staged drama. Obviously, once again, no hate, it makes sense, it's a marketing strategy, but realistically, it probably is. And then shortly after, Brooke would also post this as well. POV, you're the third wheel in the trio. Want to hang out? We're shopping. Without me? Sorry, we thought you're busy, you didn't ask. Odd one out. What are you laughing about? Just an inside joke. Wait, what joke? You wouldn't get it. Why? You just had to be there. Odd one out. We should have a sleepover. Oh, we already had one. What about me? You should have asked to come. But you didn't tell me. Oh, odd one out. So this one seemed less
Bombocat! Again.
directed towards a relationship, but people were still seeing that it could be hinted towards that, and a lot of people were speculating it could be hinted towards that in the comments. I'm not saying I agree with them or anything, or agreed with them, but that's what a lot of people were talking about, saying that, like, her and Sam were their last hope and stuff, and they were losing hope in this stuff. So it did definitely cause only more, like, panic among her community.
All the spicy chips that we found in our local Albertsons, which is like Kmart.
It's like a regular grocery store.
Like Kmart. Yo, Kmart, bro. Kmart talking to Davy Jones, no bullshit. Yo, Kmart is 6 feet under. I'm not gonna hold you, man. Kmart, we done seen Kmart's grave. It ain't looking too high, yo. Yo, holy fuck, I haven't heard about Kmart in a minute.
It's not a grocery store, a local grocery store.
I have zero tolerance to spice, so this is gonna be an experience for me. You handle spice a little bit better than me.
I like,
Obviously, I've already kind of touched on this, but
Nah, spicy food be slapping, I'm not gonna lie. Like spicy wings.
they made a ton of videos together. Their channel is basically linked, so it does make sense that even if there was a possibility of it being staged, people were still a little bit interested because they're like, what if the 1% is true? And they
This is kind of like the same shit. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. We just... Oh my god, I came off of talking about her. But the same shit with like Claire Dow and Javi within their whole situation. Now everybody was interested in coming up with these different like conspiracies, theories, all this different shit about like why they broke up. But like obviously we don't know confirm if they broke up, like how they actually did. But like yeah, it's kind of along them same lines. I'm kind of foreseeing this. I'm kind of foreseeing it.
somehow are actually not getting along, then what will they do? Will they, like, one person will, like, win the channel? You know, like, how would this work? I honestly would probably not want to make, and obviously Brooke is a different case, different situation, but I probably wouldn't want to make unless I was maybe, like, extremely certain that that person was the one, like, make an account.
Yeah, this is the shit I talk about all the time. Like, bro, relationship, like, bro, I tell heads, bro, I say the same shit every time. I don't care. Trilly talks everything. Trilly repeats himself. Trilly does indeed yep everything, baby. You know how that gets down, but seriously, though, like, especially when it comes to relationship, yo, as Jack Doherty said, Mr. Doherty. Yeah, man, if you're gonna be in a relationship and make content around it, you better be mature enough to do that shit. Was he? Fuck no. Hell nah. Again, that's Jack Doherty, but funny enough, he was spitting when he said that shit. But just, yeah, again, it would be great if he followed his own fucking advice. But, like, real talk with this, like, yeah. So, obviously, in that case, duh, if you're mature enough to do so, like, you can obviously separate the content aspect of this, John, and then, like, your actual relationship. You can bar out the comments and all that, and then when it's, you know, time for your relationship between me and you, baby, not me and us. Me and you, baby. Like, yeah, so there's obviously that case, but I always just advise against that shit, because as much as people say, yo, man, we could block that shit out, bro, me and my hun, bro, me and my mans, we're locked in, we're locked, yo, we ain't letting nothing. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, bro, the minute a controversy come up, bro, you start reading the comments, it's over. Like, bro, it's done. Like, I don't. I be trying to tell all the time, bro. You just gotta cut it out, bro. You just can't. Like, you just can't. Again, I'm not saying you can't at all. Like, again, if you mature enough to do so, where's your jack again? Then, hey, swing. You might hit a home run. I don't know. But in my personal advice, what I would do going forward or not, dying her. But what I would do, yeah, nah. The relationship content, the relationship couples channels and all, it's just gonna box you out, but because literally, one, with parasocial audiences, I'd be frying the shit out of like heads. But then two to that, also with that, if any, like I said, controversies or anything come up, yo, your audience taking a side. Then when you read the comments, you're gonna be influenced by them Johns. Like, bro, it's gonna fry the fuck out of you, bro. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I'm trying to.
or channel with them, because once again, crazy situations can happen and you never really know. And imagine how annoying and stressful it would be if something worth that much, like a YouTube channel where they get millions of views a post, they had to like split it or something and then like post, like share it and post on different weeks. Like, it'd be so weird. Then Brooke would post this, going through a breakup, and obviously people were already speculating this, so this only caused more attention towards this. So people started making videos about it and they were more intrigued than ever. Like, is she actually going through a breakup, or is this just a—
That's what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, like, the way I'm like looking at this, okay, are we going on the basis of like, okay, if she's actually going through a breakup, is she gonna make like legitimate like content out of it, or is this again just like avocado, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of like, you know what I'm saying, influencer girly pop? Yeah, even crush girly pop is not you know what I'm saying, immune to the syndrome. Or is it like, yeah, like we just doing POV skits, making up some Johns, you know what I'm saying, because we're gonna like just engagement farm, drama farm, like that's where I'm at. But obviously we're gonna have to see more. Oh yeah, I done clicked on a whole another John. We're gonna do some more.
a giant prank she's playing on us, like she did with her hair. And humans are humans, like, and the possibility it wasn't staged, I mean, it's definitely possible. Like, it's not like there's any hatred towards them. Like, that's just natural. Like, humans sometimes lose interest in each other. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the way I'm thinking about it, like again, in my opinion, the way I'm like, Trilly preached himself. Trilly has never been in a dumbass allegations. Jeez. I swear, yeah. Anyway, the way I'm looking at it in that case, like in that hypothetical, if this was real, I just don't think she would make content out of it like this. Like, I just don't heftily see that. Like, I feel like obviously it would affect her way more, considering, you know what I'm saying, obviously how long they've been together, all that type of beat. Like, I doubt she would do this. That's what I'm saying. I think they're just like, you know, I think we're just going over more POVs and skits as far as we are seeing right now.
Something didn't work out. Maybe they want to move different places. You know, there's so many possibilities for why they wouldn't get along that there is a chance. And a matter of like a month before, they had just posted this. Look, it's your first kiss. He runs around. Look, it's your first love. He runs around. And you can see, oh, I'm your first love. Look, it's the guy you're gonna marry. He runs around. Never heard that one before. One thing that made this so much more significant was not only the fact that Brooke has remained perfectly relevant somehow. I still, like, it defines my brain. If you asked me 2 years ago if she—
Damn! Oh my
only the fact that
god!
Brooke has remained perfectly—
Holy shit! Yo, giraffes 8,622. Bomba clat. Wagwan. The space on your phone must be gone, Bunda. There is no space on the phone. Let TikTok alone take up about 70 gigs. This shit is insanity, bruh. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Oh my god. 8,006. Holy shit. Yo. This shit truly is the brain ride. This shit is insanity. Now, granted, obviously, we know the Miss Brooke Monk. Like, yo, she's one of the exceptions. Yeah, this TikTok shit definitely pay her some G's. But what the fuck, bro? Nah.
Relevant somehow.
That
I still, like,
shit
it
is
defines my brain. If you asked me
crazy.
2 years ago if she's gonna be relevant, I'd be like, no, it's like impossible for TikTokers to maintain this amount of like popularity. She has become more popular. I just don't understand, like, how does a human do this? How do they do it? I just don't understand how any influencer could do this. Like, no Blaze, but like, I don't think people realize how hard it is to
No glaze. I'm feeling that.
do what she's doing. Like, it sounds like I'm just glazing her. But anyway, back to the topic. It makes sense that it would cause so much discussion because so many people were intrigued, because they post constantly about how they're different from other couples, how they are going to maintain a good relationship, how they are going to do this, how they're going to get married, all this stuff. So it's definitely a discussion that's going to happen. And while this was all going down, Brooke was kind of just posting normal content in between the ones that were sending strange messages. When you see the drama between my For You page, you know, like, it's a trend where people dance. I cannot
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's just like, yo, it's just POV skits.
play the music, obviously, because it's copyrighted, but she's just posting that. She posts that content a lot because it causes engagement, it causes interest. It's another strategy, but she was just kind of going on like normal, and she would finally talk about what the internet wanted to know, whether they broke up or not. But they got a lot of TikToks made on them before they did that. There was a lot of different examples of people that were saying, hey, maybe you guys should make your stage videos less obvious. It caused a little bit of backlash, and don't get me wrong, these people that were, I wouldn't even say, hating is kind of a strong word, since is this creator who says she loves them and it's very clearly directed towards them, but she is annoyed that they seem to be faking this, because once again, a lot of people—
And that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so it would, like, so basically what we're seeing is that some heads are at least leaning towards more of the side as POV skits. Avocado. Like, it's kind of leading more towards that than it actually being real. It's like, yeah, it's just to like farm up engagement. So okay, we're more or less going along those lines, and that's what I was thinking too. Because again, like I feel like if it was like real breakup time, and yeah, I doubt she would be making vids about this shit. Like,
would say like probably 60% were like, yeah, this is staged, but the 40% were like, hey, maybe they did break up.
Babe, now that we're engaged, how are we going to tell our millions of followers?
Don't worry, I have the most perfect idea.
Are we just going to keep it simple and make a video saying I proposed?
No, silly, we can't just tell them. We have to drag it out as long as we can.
Right, get more views. This is why I want to marry you. You're hot and smart.
Okay, so here's what I do.
that's like that shit was funny. You're hot and smart. Yeah, I mean like goals, I guess, but like, yeah, that.
A really sad, mysterious video that says POV when your relationship's starting to come to an end.
Okay, but then what do we do when people start gossiping about us breaking up?
Make sure not to respond to any of the comments of people asking if we broke up or
That's
not.
genius.
Yeah, man, you gotta farm more. Like, come on, man, you don't know the strats. This is the method.
But where are you ever going to make this video at?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
This creator was understandably very annoyed with the fact that they seem to be dragging out something, such as, once again, an engagement ring, maybe marriage, something to cause maybe more tension when that announcement is made, who knows, or maybe just to kind of boost their views. A lot of different situations. Once again, I'm not, because I know that people are going to be like, oh, why are you hating? I know there's going to be that person in my comment section. I'm not hating. I'm just stating, like, this is something people do all the time as influencers. There's really no shame in it. I wouldn't call it shameful.
I'll just stand in front of that same basic white wall that I do all my videos in front of.
And I'll move the furniture out of the way like I always do.
Yeah, then in a couple days, me and you will come back on to make a video that says POV those nonchalant proposal videos.
Right, and then that is
POV's skits, I say.
when we can tell them we're engaged.
No! Honestly, we probably should wait just like a couple more days.
Okay, yeah.
Is she putting that stuff, like, in her shirt to make fun of Brooke? I don't think Brooke...
Yo, like I'm like, yo, we're not gonna talk about it. She like, did she push up the boobies? Yo, that's like that shit is mad funny. I can't even. He said, "Don't worry, no, we're good. Don't worry, we're gonna find a method. No, we're not responding. Don't say anything at all."
That's kind of you didn't really need to include that. And making fun of her white wall seems a little bit unnecessary too. A lot of the comments under this video were not very positive, sticking up for Brooke, which, I mean, this video was kind of unnecessarily mean in a way. Like, I feel like that was kind of a diss towards her, like how she looks, which was a little bit unnecessary. I'm gonna be honest. You can criticize them for their stage content, but it's a little weird to do that, I'm not gonna lie.
So, like, maybe Tuesday night?
Yeah.
But what if somebody else that's more famous than us announces their engagement that same day?
What? More famous than us? There's no possible way.
Okay, I don't think... Okay. I shouldn't act like I know Brooke, because obviously I do not, but I don't think Brooke is... I haven't seen too many videos of her seeming too egotistical. I feel like...
Yeah, she's really not at all. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Hun, Miss Brooke Monk, like, yeah, nah, in no regard. Again, she just makes the content again with Sam, her boyfriend, chilling, making a relationship Johns, like the family-friendly Johns. Like, you never see her be like, yo, man, these other Huns, these other influencer girly pops, like, girly pop.
Girly pop.
They don't got more motion than me. They don't got more motion than, bro. You never see the Hun, Miss Brooke Monk do that shit, bro. Come on.
Like, from the videos I've seen of her, she wouldn't probably say that. But yeah, this may be someone who's a wee bit jealous of her. This video is a little mean, let's be honest. I mean, sure, they do deserve a little backlash, if, I'm not going to say it yet, but if their video was staged or not. But I can...
Nah, like, I'm laughing at, like, the other Hun, like, hold on. Like, her. Like, yeah, that shit is funny. Like, obviously... To that factor, I agree with the Hun. Miss Coco's crazy. Like, yo, some of these criticisms, like, can be levied, because you know we do all the time. Like, there's a difference between genuine criticism and hate, and, like, yeah, some of the genuine criticism, God damn it, still can get for shit. Some of these things can be genuine criticism that can be levied, like, again, if this is staged, like, POV skits, avocado timing, like, yeah, we want to see less of the skinwalker entities type of timing, you know what I'm saying? Especially within the Hun, you know what I'm saying, Brooke Monk, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, they're chilling. They're not even really making no, like, bad type of Jones. They're not farming no, heftily bad Jones like Miss Law Sadi in the affair situation. But, like, yeah, still, you wouldn't want to see that. But, like, at the same time, yo, this the other parts with the boob shit and the fucking lashes coming off, nah, I'm not gonna lie. That shit is hate, but that shit is fun. Like... Like,
understand where this girl went a little bit too far with it. Like, you didn't need to, like, kind of make fun of her putting, like, that was not necessary. Brooke would continue to post kind of normal stuff. This one was more directed towards friendships, so it got a little less attention because it wasn't the relationship. I can't hang out anymore. Why? I have plans. We planned this months ago. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Have fun. One-sided. So I haven't texted you back. It's okay. Want to hang? I can't. Busy. Are you avoiding me?
yeah, I would, like, literally, from seeing all this, I would say, yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Like, they're definitely not breaking up.
Overthinking. Sorry. One-sided. Hey, how are you? I had a bad day. That sucks. I need someone to talk to. Well, first guess what happened to me? Oh. One-sided. One of the main reasons I kind of thought right away that it was likely staged is because they do mostly share this account. Brooke has more of a personal account called Not Brooke Monk, where she mainly posts herself, so this would be unlikely that if she were to break up, she'd be posting it on the account they both share. That wouldn't really make sense because he also has it too, but I mean, it is definitely a possibility, so that's what really got me thinking this probably is just kind of a way to stir up some drama. And then she would post this: the internet, they broke up, us, and then they dance. So it does seem like I was right.
I'm like, bro, they're definitely not breaking up again. If there was some real John, like, yo, they're not gonna post about it. Like, there is no way.
In the beginning, and a lot of other people were right, that it seems to be staged, but there's probably more to this. There's probably a reason why they did this, stir up this drama, because once again, it did cause a little bit of backlash. That TikTok did have like 300,000 likes, I believe. It did cause a lot of backlash, so I would say to some extent. Also, I just realized that I accidentally liked that TikTok, which is so embarrassing because I never like any TikToks for any videos for obvious reasons because it makes me biased, so I do apologize for that. I realized this after completing the editing for the video, but anyway, a lot of discussion came from this. And I also liked this one, which I forgot to unlike. This one was not a misclick. I actually thought this was kind of wholesome. My life with her, and yeah, they started posting.
Yeah, this, like, yeah, like, liking this TikTok, yeah, this would not make you biased in any effect.
And stuff like this, and then long distance relationships never work. Us 4 years later. So right after this drama, they started posting stuff like this again, their typical content to kind of tell the internet, hey guys, stop falling for stuff. We've done this before. Stop being a bunch of morons. Which I feel like people who fell for it, I mean, maybe they haven't been like used to this couple's content because it is kind of a marketing strategy for them to troll the internet every once in a while. They do like trolling the internet. Let's be honest.
I want to see the card. Yeah? What is it? What's the card? I think it feels like a toilet. It's not a toilet. Oh, it's so cute. Wait, which one is this?
So as most of us know by now, Brooke Monk is one of the most like unhated.
It's like, yo, these mystery box John's like, oh my god. Like the 24 karat gold, La Berber. Yo, that shit got me crying. La Berbers. But like, yeah, this mystery box John, this John is cooking and frying everybody. They got them Johns that, you know what I'm saying, the Miss Brooke Monk, she's opening the Schmokos. We got La Berbers. Like, yo, there's a whole bunch of Johns. They even have, like, you know, obviously they got trading cards. They got, like, don't they have, like, one-piece version of La Boo-Boos or some shit? Like, it's some crazy Johns. Or, like, some other Johns, bro. Like, they just have a bunch of, like, these mystery box things, bro. Or, like, gotcha games, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is cooking as
creators on the app. Like if you make a video, even that girl to some extent that we showed earlier, she did get quite a few of comments defending Brooke and saying like, hey, this is rude, don't insult Brooke. Like overall, if you look up Brooke Monk is bad, you will not really find much. You'll find some things making fun of her old TikTok videos, which are kind of cringe, but like in some ways, showing her old TikToks is kind of a way to see like she's still relevant. Like, I mean, you can make fun of her old cringe TikToks.
I'm like, yeah, bro, like again, but this is a thing like with everybody. If you look at a video or a picture from you a year ago, like you'll probably be like, yeah, you're cringe, and then even farther back, like you'll just keep cringing and like cringing more and more and more and more. Like this is just what it's gonna be. Like I guarantee you, like again, a year from now, like again, this is the same thing I say. Shout out Joe Bart, you know what I'm saying, Joe Bartolozzi, but like the you are now, you're gonna be a different you a year from now. The you are right now, you are a different you a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Like right now. So in that same manner, yeah. I was looking at myself a year ago. I'm like, hey man, like, yo, man, you could have been doing better. You could have been doing better, guy. Like, you could have been doing better. But at the same time, like, yeah, especially how I am. Y'all know me, bruh. Yo, I would say that about myself fucking yesterday. I would be like, yeah, man, you could have been doing fucking better, boss. Like, yo, bruh, you never beating the chopped allegations and shit at this point, nigga. But anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, heads are gonna find themselves cringe all the time. So, like, that's not some shit I'm really about to be worrying about, bro. I know for damn sure, if I, like, got videos of myself, like, even 3+ years ago, bro, I might just die on the spot, bro. Like, oh, just thinking about it. Oh, no. But listen. We all be a little cringe, bro. Listen, we all gonna think like the old versions of ourselves are cringe. Like.
Want and call them cringe, but she kept them up, so clearly she doesn't care. And I mean, now she gets more views than ever. So like, normally old cringe TikToks for TikTokers is kind of embarrassing because they were more relevant then when they were being cringe. But for Brooke Monk, it's kind of like a badge of honor. But trolling the internet like this did cause quite a lot of backlash. I would be lying if I pretended like it didn't. People were very, very annoyed. Last time I remember when she did the hair prank, people were also annoyed, but this time people were extra annoyed because it was about something that like they fell for. I don't know how they fell for it because because once again, this has happened like a million times, but they did, and they were pretty frustrated about it. A lot of people made some videos. You can't really find them by looking stuff up. You kind of just have to get them on your For You page, and I did not save them because I was being dumb, but there definitely were a few people that were pretty unhappy with this, making fun of the couple for being staged. I think I gave a pretty good example earlier, and you could see once again, even though a lot of the comments were annoyed, 300,000 people were clearly very annoyed at the fact that Brooke Monk kind of dragged out something that clearly wasn't true. This is definitely not something she hasn't.
And that's what I'm saying, but off the basis of this, I'm just like, yeah, man. Again, this is the casual, like, POV skits, different genres we've already be seeing. If it was really a serious situation, especially something that would need to be addressed, because, like, you know, saying got like a couple account, or like, you know what I'm saying, the main account is really rotating around them and being a couple, I'm sure it's something they would, like, you know, formally address if needed. But honestly, like, again, I don't even think they would post about it, like,
face before though, because I do remember the hair drama I mentioned before, but like I do remember getting a lot of things complaining about how many videos she made on it. Like, she made like 20 different videos on it. I remember people are always complaining about me, like always complaining about me milking stuff, and it's like, girl, do you not know how influencers, have you never been on TikTok? Like, I'm not even talking about Brooke Monk specifically because she doesn't do this as much, but I see.
I'm trying to tell you, yo, has never beaten the milking allegations, bro. I'm just like, yo, you already know, you come to TTE, we farming, baby. What level's your barn? What level's your barn?
Very popular influencers recycle the same video, but like, you know, like dress in different clothes, but do the same video, the same text, the same trend, like 50 different times. And some people will get annoyed by it, but like, isn't that technically milking? So people are kind of coming at her for, I would call it milking. And obviously I could care less if she, quote, milked the whole hair trend thing, the whole hair trolling, because I remember she made like 5 videos about her cutting her hair, and then she made like 7 probably about her trolling the internet, and that did cause a lot of people to be kind of annoyed. They're like,
yeah, like, that shit is harmless, though. Like, would you rather, like, who would you rather doing shit like this? Would you rather Brooke Monk be doing it or Natalie Reynolds doing it? And better yet to that, or would you like Natalie Reynolds doing it to Brooke Monk, making 6-foot fucking glossy cutouts straight from Staples? Would you rather that? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is harmless. If she's pretending she's gonna cut her hair off, it's like, yeah, whatever, bro. If fucking Natalie Reynolds is out here trying to copy her bar for bar doppelganger skinwalker avocado. Would you want that? It's like, yo, this is where it's like, sure, again, we can criticize the Hun Brooke Monk for doing this, showing like, oh yeah, she's making too many vids. Why would she pretend to cut her hair when she's not actually gonna do it? Again, are heads like Natalie Reynolds better? Like, do we want heads like her to post? We can criticize both, but like, we gotta talk about the worst ones first, though. Like, we gotta talk about the worst ones first, though. We did. We seen the other T's. You know, the T's. Shout out to Miss Coco Bird, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to us watching. But, like, yeah. It's a whatever from me. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
It's a whatever from Trilly. But seriously, though, it's like, I don't really care that much. Not at least in Trilly's opinion. Not really.
like, hey, Brooke, we kind of get it. It's just your hair. Like, most of us don't care. But it got her views, so I don't, once again, no hate. I'd be a massive hypocrite. I think that I mean, no one was harmed. Who cares? She can get her bag. Like, who cares? Same in this instance. It was kind of similar.
Like, do I really care? No. Like,
to it, but probably a bit more severe. People were like, yeah, Brooke, you don't really need to drag stuff out like this. But I feel like we're kind of forgetting, like, this is what influencers do. That's kind of what you got to do with situations like this. If you're going to get views off of it, I mean, that's kind of just what you do. As you can see, they do make content like this a lot.
Like, even to, like, kind of explain something, especially on YouTube, whenever you hear YouTubers, like, like, directly YouTubers, because you post it on YouTube, but, like, whenever you hear just heads in general, if they're talking about YouTube and they're talking about, like, something between a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 or all that, it basically is a scale of ranking your videos. Like, let me see if I can really show this, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah, y'all gotta see, I got a fucking content warning and all this different genre, bro. Let me see, where's the genre pointing out? Yeah, like ranking by views. Like, yeah, like, it's a genre called ranking by views, and like, obviously within that, it shows you if it's a 1 out of 10, then obviously, like, that's a really good video. Like, yo, it's one of the most poppin' genres you posted within the last 10 videos, right? And if it's a 10 out of 10, it's like the least most poppin'. So obviously, if you are SlopTuber, commentary YouTuber, drama YouTuber, and you see that a topic is very much a 1 out of 10, or like, you know, somewhere between like a 5 and a 1 out of 10, yeah, you're probably more interested in talking about that, John, especially if there's updates to the situation, or drama or whatever, or tea pertaining to the person or situation that's going on. So like, yeah, obviously there's the factor of if you're like milking it and you're like spreading misinformation about the situation, but like obviously like with integrity, hopefully you'd hope that whatever YouTuber commentary, drama, slop tea, person you're watching would have that, and would not be spreading misinformation trying to make up new dramas within this to farm it and milk it out, but more or less like, yeah, when there's updates or like, there's, or no, I'm saying there's different perspectives to look at the situation from or anything like that. More or less in that direction.
Practice versus the moment, they're kind of hinting at an engagement, and then he is just tying his shoe. As you can see, she acts very excited. This was obviously, let's be honest, very staged, but once again, no harm to that. It's not like they're staging anything like serious, like it's just kind of funny stuff, and it makes sense that if they were somehow engaged and we didn't know, they would probably want to like wait for the perfect time, because as influencers, like they would want to wait for the perfect moment to post this stuff for different reasons. And I think a reason why she got a lot of backlash was because she's such a big influencer. She's very, very, very in discussion, like she's very much talked about because of her huge amount of views that she gets through every single post, and her style, her very unique style. But once again, with lots of fame comes a lot of hate, and that's what she got. And of course, Natalie Reynolds would get her chance at attention from this.
That boy got future sight instant, boy.
Situation. At least it wasn't her trying to get attention from a tragic situation or a disturbing one like she usually.
And that's exactly the arc. Oh my god, yeah, that's so the intro clip. I'm absolutely putting that as the intro clip that rant I just had, because like, yeah, that's the literal argument I was making. Like, yo, okay, so the Brooke Monk, she's milking her or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that thing with her hair, pretending to cut her hair off. Okay, would you rather Brooke Monk, again, milk that? Or would you rather Natalie Reynolds go out and get 6 foot fucking glossy cardboard cutouts of Brooke Monk's boyfriend, all these different fucking pictures as like background fucking like Easter eggs in and shit? Like, would you rather that stalker ass shit, or would you rather Brooke Monk pretending to like cut her hair off? It's like, what the fuck? Like, bro, are we even like comparing this shit? Like,
he goes for Master Rage Baiter, but she'd make multiple videos, of course, hinting at how she wanted Sam, and how Sam was all her.
Fucker. God damn it.
Master Rage Baiter, but she'd make multiple videos, of course.
And of course, your ass is here. You.
Hinting at how she wanted Sam, and how Sam was all hers, and of course, obviously I don't know her, but knowing her type of content, she obviously, like, she knows what she's doing. Like, she's like, think of like a villain using their power. They have power, but they're using it for evil. She's basically
think of a villain using their power. Like, I'm like, nah, bro. She's channeling her dark energy. Oh my god.
How to be an influencer, but she's using it for evil. She knows that she 100% knew it was staged, but she was just doing it because she knew she could get views off of it. She was making tons of different videos talking about how she's gonna leave her boyfriend for him. And it's like, Natalie, we know, we get it. Can you please move on? No one cares about you copying her content anymore. Speaking of Natalie Reynolds is still copying her content to this day. She's
of course
copying Brooke's content, which is insane to me, because I remember she was doing it like months ago, and I was like, surely she'll just stop doing it. I even said it in multiple videos about her and Brooke. I was like, surely she'll stop doing it as soon as like the views die down. She's still getting views for it, and
no,
people apparently still care. I remember I recently saw TikTok, and this whole entire breakup situation has caused a lot of people to question Brooke more than ever, I've noticed, which recently has not only been hate, but it's been a lot more criticism directed towards her. I saw a TikTok talking about how they assumed Brooke was actually working with Natalie the entire time, and it was all like the stage thing.
Bruh, that shit. I just keep fucking laughing even more thinking about this shit. Because who the fuck? Yo. What type of fucking... This is like if Light Yagami was a dumbass. Like, I don't even know how to explain this shit. This is like if Lelouch v Britannia.
Lelouch v Britannia.
Like, bro, this is like if Lelouch was just a moron. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't understand. Why would the Miss Brooke Monk hit up Natalie Reynolds, be like, yo, you should go to Staples and get a fucking 6 foot tall cardboard glossy, mind you, fucking shining, you know what I'm saying, cardboard cutout of my boyfriend. What? Oh my fucking god. Yo, these theories are dog shit. I'm gonna just tell you right now, these theories are dog shit. Because, like, yo, why the fuck? Yo, that's not... Oh my god. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not favorable of that theory. If we're going like, let's put it on the YouTube standard since we were talking about ranking by views. If we're ranking that one, I'm gonna give that one a 9 out of 10. Cause that shit just doesn't make any sense. But
Which I'm not gonna lie is always a possibility with influencers. Like,
there's no fucking way. Like, nah, I'm sorry. This one I don't have belief in.
there's no influencer, no matter how wholesome you think. Like, I'm not saying they are. If I had to guess, definitely. Okay, not.
No, I could understand the factor of like, yeah, nah, like influencers are like, yeah, like these bulls, they try to act like aloof, ditzy, yada yada, all this, bro. These niggas know what the fuck they're doing. This is why I say like, yo, Sophie, you fucking Jez, I know you're a fucking, yo, she's, bro. Give my fucking G-boy blockers. This shit really got me on 10s. Boy, this shit really got me on 10s. Hold on, bro. Yeah, yo, Miss Rain be sitting there, bro.
Lelouch Britannia commands you. Obey me, subjects. Obey me, world.
I'm telling you, bro. She the Lelouch of the bops, bro. She's the Lelouch of the bops, bro. They got these niggas psyoped, bro. I'm trying to tell you, but anyway, to sidebar my argument. Like, yo, these heads know what they're doing. They know how to, like, obviously get more engagement. They know how to, like, farm content. They know what's gonna get more views, all this different shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if, obviously, like, even still, the Brooke Monk, she's making more, like, you know what I'm saying, family friendly, more wholesome content. But even still, on the back end, she know what type of John finna get more views and what's not. So obviously, like, yeah, that's something we take into account. Why the fuck would she tell Natalie Reynolds to go make fucking cardboard cutouts? Fucking copy her videos bar for bar. Fucking have all these pictures and shit in the background of her vids. Like, I just don't see it. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Nah. I'm not seeing it. No. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just not seeing that method. Like, it's just like, why? Again, she's collabing with Will Smith. Oh, fucking, yeah, like she was fucking collabing with Will Smith, getting fucking damn near, what was it, like, again, 300 million views or some shit like that on TikToks. Why the fuck are we setting up shit with Natalie Reynolds? There's no point. Nah. No.
Definitely, but probably not. Doesn't seem like Brooke's content like she would want to do something like that.
Exactly.
But realistically, like, a lot of stuff is staged. Like, recently, Ice Spice and that other rapper Lotto had collabed for a video together, and they've been beefing for months before this. Like,
oh yeah, I seen that shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And when I had first seen that, John, I was like, wait, haven't they been beefing for mad long? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Like, shit had me baffled.
Those Snapchat story things.
Nah. Man, it is collab of the century though. I'm not gonna lie. Whether how heads feel about the music, bro, I've been saying it every time, bro. Ice Spice, we already know. Miss Spice, but Lotto. All I'm sitting there saying is, I'm sitting there like these. I'm sitting there like these. Never. I'm like, yo, on the factor of like, the Honda's looking gorgeous. Yeah, it's looking fire, but like, yeah, we really gotta talk about, especially Miss Spice, what's going on with the music, because that shit is crazy. But Lotto is actually fire though.
We're constantly posting. I never watch those because they're so annoying. They always pop up though, and they were constantly talking about it. I remember seeing like, Lotto does this, Ice Spice fires back, and turns out it was allegedly, obviously, because I don't want to get sued, but it was allegedly very, very staged the entire time. And I remember all the top comments under like TikToks about the music video were all saying things like, thought you guys were beefing. Is the beef done? The beef was staged, guys. Do you not realize that? So if you think it's to see how...
No, this shit was funny because I remember one clip of Lotto pretending like she didn't know the one lyrics to the Ice Spice song, and that shit had me crying.
Popular is in these type of like pop culture, especially, it's obviously going to be even more popular in the influencer area, such as TikTokers.
I don't know which one this is. Which one is this? This is Queen Mithy!
Whenever you see beef that seems too strange or like too crazy to be true, it probably is. Whenever you see something that seems just so out of place, it likely is staged. So obviously, once again, it's a marketing tactic. It's not Brooke trying to be like evil. And I wouldn't even say her videos are like, obviously the prank ones and stuff, I wouldn't even call them prank, but those type of videos, if you know what I'm talking about, those ones are like staged and people are always calling them out, always comments. I saw a comment with 100,000 likes complaining about how one of her TikToks was staged, but I wouldn't even call like the hair or the relationship one, I wouldn't call those...
Yo, what the fuck? Like, Yeah, so I'm gonna ask motherfuckers again. Would you rather Brooke Monk milking, pretending that she's gonna cut her hair? Would you rather this? I'm just asking.
Staged. I'd call them more of like prank and trolling, because I mean that's not really the same as like her having a beef with another influencer, and that would be more of what I would call staged.
I work in a hotel. The blankets only get washed once a year.
What hotel are they working at?
And from my perspective, obviously at the beginning it's been kind of clear that I'm kind of a glazer for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't like most influencers. I feel like I'm not very unique in this, but yeah, you could definitely call me that, I guess. But I feel like her relationship seems genuine. Once again, I'm not going to say it is for sure, because a lot of stuff on social media.
Again, it's you're only privy to like what you see publicly posted. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, no, for sure.
Media is fake, and obviously once again a ton of her videos seem obviously to be staged, like the ones where her boyfriend randomly walks in and stuff. But like, to be honest, like what type of influencer relationship content isn't really staged to an extent? And
Exactly, because again, like you have to set up a camera for all this. Like there's no like unless you truly got like the hidden camera shits, and again, like in some effects is bad, and actually at most effects, funny enough, is bad. Like these hidden camera guns, because obviously like people are getting unconsensually recorded because they do not know they're being recorded. Yeah, duh. But like even like with these Johns, like with these obviously staged Johns, it's like, yeah, bro, heads had to set up a camera for half of these shits. Like we obviously already know heads are going into this prior knowing, you know, what's going on for these vids and all the different type of jazz. So again, like that's something you have to be privy to. Obviously, you can't be gullible as fuck. Is why I say you can't idolize your favorite creators, your favorite relationship couple, or whatever. Think they can't do no wrong. Yada yada, this, that, and third, because you're only privy to what you see on the camera, and yeah, might be a little fake.
the majority of the content, if not all of it, that they make is pretty wholesome, other than the times where she like pranks the audience into thinking they're breaking up. Mostly it's just really wholesome content, and yeah, sure, it can come off egotistical to some extent when they're talking about how they'll never break up and stuff and how they're the perfect couple. Obviously I can see why people are annoyed and are preying on their downfall, which they've been doing for like 5 years, but to some extent, like, at least like it's not very toxic. Like there's definitely more toxic influencer couples out there. Like they're making pretty wholesome
100%.
content, so even if it is staged to some extent and they do troll a lot and annoy people with their trolling, at least the content they're making seems to be spreading a nice message of finding true love, being loyal to each other, all of this stuff that you look for in a relationship. It doesn't seem like it's very toxic, and they're definitely not spreading the message of like, hey, you do this to your girlfriend, you be a jerk.
Long distance relationships never work. Ooh, boy. I would say, yeah. On percentage chance, yeah, most of the time they never do work. But I mean, hey, man, you know, there's always that 1%.
You do this, you do this. At the same time, they're not doing like a super unrealistic relationship like Amelist, which that's a whole.
I had a speed face so bad. Hamlis and the Kims,
Different few different video, like 6 different videos, but you can obviously see that like they're not like pretending like they have like a Wattpad dream life straight out of a movie where like he's a rich CEO. Like it's not incredibly unrealistic. Like sure,
I'm still waiting on finding out if the AME/Centurion actually works.
a lot of people would consider Brooke super pretty, and her boyfriend, they both consider them like more attractive than the average person, so there's that obviously, but they're not like pretending like they're like these millionaires. I mean, they probably are now, let's be honest, but they're not pretending
Hell
like they're
yeah.
like these rich business owners that
There's no fucking way they don't got like at least a milli chilling in the account. There's no way in out. Because yeah, Brooke actually, you know what I'm saying, she like pulls in hella fucking use on YouTube and shit too. Like there's no way. Nah, they're pulling in bank.
are just like living this
Like,
unrealistic
bro,
dream life. Like it's not
Yo,
really
the
built on
bag is
lies, it's
probably
more just built
insane.
on
Like, bro, I could only imagine. Like, hold on, let me see her YouTube channel. I can only imagine, brother. Like, this shit must be crazy. Damn, almost 10 million subs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Holy shit. Oh! Oh my god. And these videos are super spaced out, but it's still, bruh. And like, when did she post shit? You just posted me September 6th? I mean, all that type of jazz. I'm like, brother, 14 million views? Never. Oh yeah, nah, she'd make it bang. But like, yeah, shorts, I go to make you that much. But even still, off of these views, what? Oh yeah, nah, that's pulling it Pags.
being wholesome. They are both very, very respectful to each other and all of that. And I know what people are going to say, well, they're doing it on camera. And of course, yes, totally. I totally agree with you. Yes, of course, things could be toxic behind the scenes and stuff. Like, I totally agree. But a lot of the times when there is toxicity going on behind the scenes, you can kind of notice if it makes sense. Like, it'd be a little bit more, like, I'm not saying 100%, but sometimes you really can fake it till you make it. But it sometimes does show a little bit in the videos to some extent because they make so often videos and stuff. And I've just seen, like, in former instances where they've just been toxic.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably see it more in body language, gestures, you know what I'm saying? There would probably be a little bit more signs to see if it was actually, like, you know what I'm saying, toxic or any type of Johns like that. So, yeah.
Family channels and stuff, sometimes you can see, like, to some extent, the children look really uncomfortable. Like, sometimes when you are
Ruby Frank. Yeah, the freaking 8-passenger shit.
Staging stuff to some extent where you are in a really, really bad relationship, sometimes you can kind of tell a little bit with interactions. But from what we see, it seems to be kind of a pretty good relationship, and that is definitely something you want your followers to, like, have, so they can see, like, this is how I want to be treated in a relationship. I want to be treated, respected. I want to be respected. Influencers play a major role on people's lives. Like, that's not super controversial to say. Like, a lot of her audience, Brooke's audience, are very, very young, because obviously, like, they're looking for, like, makeup tricks and stuff. I know different people that actually like have their makeup heavily inspired from watching Brooke Monk's makeup tutorials, as well as other influencers that are friends with Brooke Monk. Like, influencers, it may seem silly and dumb, but they do inspire people in a lot of different ways, and especially young people. Like, they're influencers.
And of course, like, that's the thing too, and I talk about it all the time. Heads already know. Literally just talking about it. You can't idolize your favorite creator, favorite influencer, your favorite channels like this. But obviously, if they're putting out good rhetoric, putting out positivity, love, you know what I'm saying? Actual good advice. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
Miss Tin, Miss Doe. You know what I'm saying? But actually, you know what I'm saying, giving out good, like, positive rhetoric that could obviously help not only the young teenage girly pops, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, all huns in general, and just all heads in general. You know what I mean? Which, for the most part, the hun Miss Brooke Monk tries to do. But specifically, especially for the girly pops.
So even though they do make some, like, stage content, and they do obviously, I have nothing against it, but a lot of people are annoyed that they milk situations, they milk and troll, and then they milk the trolling, if that makes sense. People get annoyed by that. Once again, I don't care if you milk it. Like, it's such an overhated concept.
Yeah, like, I don't give a fuck. Again, as a slop tuber, like, I keep trying to tell heads, like, the milking shit, you're not gonna, like, that, like, that's, like, a non-factor point. I'm not saying that's not, like, a thing of criticism, because there's obviously aspects to milking that can be, like, criticized, but, like, in this effect, when it's, like, a nothing burger, I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna convince me to get mad at that shit. Like, dude, I don't care.
Concept, because people don't even know what it is anymore. They think of it.
Basically, exactly, and that's another factor too of why we say we have to get into certain nuances of it, because this shit, like, every word becomes a fucking buzzword depending on who's using these shits, because it's like, yo, do you even know what this shit actually means? You're just saying shit.
Make 4 videos on someone. Don't even get me started on 4 different events. I'm not even getting into this discussion again. But what I'm saying is, like, obviously there could be someone worse. Like, let's be honest, out of most influencers, it is nice to have someone that genuinely seems to be spreading a positive message to an entire audience. Like, Brooke is also a Christian. She's self-proclaimed Christian, but she does that without, like, shoving down other religions or shoving down other people's beliefs. Like, she doesn't shove her beliefs constantly in your face, because, I mean, you're supposed to be able to make up your mind with what you want to do with your life. And yeah, she posts a lot about being Christian, but once again does that without shaming people. And I know this may seem like such a non-problem and stuff, and like, why are you just making up things? But influencers do this all the time, and I know that he is young, Paul Turiel, but I remember he's been making a lot of videos of
Come on. Don't be embarrassed of him in front of fine shit. Not in front of the hus. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Paul Turiel, bro, he's... This is just what happens when you be doing dumb shit.
Talking about how, like, a relationship without Jesus is just lust and stuff, which is hilarious for so many different reasons. But obviously that's in a different video. But it is kind of hard for a lot of creators to kind of do it in a respectful way. Like, talk about the religion without being kind of condescending in a way and without shutting down other people. So after this entire situation went down and Brooke was like, yeah, we actually aren't, we pranked you guys, a lot of people were also starting to call her overrated, which people have kind of always done. But it kind of sparked more of that.
That shit is a non-factor. Heads are gonna be doing this again. Like, this is a factor, another factor. This is the same thing with, like, Kai Cenat, where, like, you're either gonna, like, die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. Like, every time.
People were kind of like, hey, why do we care so much about this random couple on the internet?
Doing my makeup, except my boyfriend edits the video. I like to start with my eyebrows. I don't really have a lot of eyebrows. I have to draw them on. There's my eyebrows.
But honestly, who really cares what people think at the time about the situation? Because it's TikTok. The opinion changes, like, with the current. Like, it constantly is changing. People are right now even saying that Natalie Reynolds is, like, better at making TikToks than Brooke Monk. Like,
Bunda bomboklat. Bunda.
Bomboklat!
Wagwan. You got to stop lying. You got to stop lying. She's literally copying her, so how would she be better? I ain't gonna lie. If you need to copy someone else's original content to make your content, how could you be making better content?
They're dead serious too, because recently Brooke Monk posted this video to that one, Cat's Eye Dance, that ad that went pretty viral, and she posted it, and then Natalie copied her, and people were saying Natalie did it better and stuff, which is so annoying. And that just shows that like Natalie's evil villain influencer plan is working. It shows that the only thing that you need at the end of the day on TikTok to succeed, and some other social media platforms, but mainly TikTok, is attention. Like, you don't need to be loved, because if you get attention
well, yeah, that's what it is, because it's the brain rot. It's the attention now. That's what I'm saying. If you want to make money, you don't go on this shit. But if you want to like obviously like start building, I guess, like some sort of base, like some sort of like form of like major attention, yeah, I would say, yeah, start posting bullshit on TikTok. Don't obviously start doing that, but yeah, that's a lot of heads method.
Long enough, you'll get enough people that like you. The fact that people are like, and every time she does like a video that's even slightly original, which is very rare anyway, she will get tons of comments saying, I love Natalie when she's not copying people, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And she still copies other people, but like people are just tired of calling her out for it. So I know this video isn't based on her, so I'm not going to talk about her for very much in this video, but like it just shows that like this is so annoying, because yes, I know she's so obviously rage baiting, but like I still see her constantly on my For You page with like 1 million likes, and she's just blatantly copying someone and gets more likes than them, and it's like no one even cares anymore. It's like, oh, it's just Natalie Reynolds. Well, she copied.
That's what I'm saying, but she been doing this rage baiting shit for like, bro, like she literally has so many arcs, bro. It's so crazy. The IRL kickstream, like even before that freaking the OF Jezebel arc, I ain't gonna lie, then the IRL kickstreamer arc, or the nuisance IRL kickstreaming arc, then obviously now this arc with the rage baiting and all that shit.
These people, so we're just gonna like not talk about it anymore. We've complained about it enough. Who cares? She's still copying people, and that's the same way with so many different, especially like a specific BOP member that got like canceled, I believe, a few years ago, especially by like Penguin's Ear. Remember, made a video about her. Now she just posts videos, and like people are like, she posts the most staged videos of all time. Camila, I believe her name is, and now it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Camila Arujo, yeah.
That she made content where she literally used her BR other. You know who I mean. YouTube is very strict, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, her brother, like that shit is. Yeah. Yeah, she be asking her brother, like, yo, did they really be asking you if it's, like, pink? That shit is crazy, like. I'm like, fuck, bro. They be farming this little nigga, bro. But fuck it, bro. I guarantee you that nigga probably got, like, 6 PS5s, bro. You was saying fuck it, bro. That shit is ridiculous, bro.
Doesn't matter anymore. People just don't care. Like, they're like, oh, she's changed. She still makes staged content. She still openly allowed someone to come to the BOP house. Like, are you kidding me? Same with James Charles, though he definitely did get hit recently with well, it wasn't too recent, but a few months ago with the whole Kayla situation. That did hit him a little bit harder than the past situations, but as usual, he'll probably be able to survive it, because that dude has, like, he can get away with anything at this point.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he could just get away with whatever the fuck, bro. He's just uncancelable at this point, which is not good, because, again, we need to be asking about, certain situations, Mr. Charles.
It just shows it's something about TikTok that's never happened before, and I mentioned it in my Piper video, but like it's just something about like this short attention span that has to do with like you can kind of just get away with most things.
It's because jits are gullible as fuck, and they don't like. Not only will some of them not like, you know what I'm saying, just be trying to, you know, look through any type of information or get context, because, you know, obviously it's their favorite creator, want to glaze them up, but like none of these heads are willing to actually go through the information. So it's like they're just already going off preconceived bias, like, do you like this person or not? If you do, hooray, we gotta defend him, we gotta glaze him up. If you don't, all right, yay, fuck him, like, whatever, fuck you, shout out this person. Like, yeah, no one wants to go through the actual context of the situations, and that's just pretty much how it will always go, especially on TikTok, because this is, again, the brain rot app where heads can't even get through 15 seconds.
And as long as you post engaging content that's kind of funny and you kind of are interesting, people will just move on and be like, oh, well, that's in the past. It's just kind of insane to me, because that stuff would never fly on like old YouTube. Like, the stuff that flies now is just kind of insane to me, because like it's weird, because you're still like hated and you're still canceled, but at the same time no one cares, if that makes sense. Like, your reputation is ruined, but no one cares. It just is very, very strange to me. So let me know what you think in the comments. Check out my shop if you want to help support Mustafa and Palestine right now, especially if you made it this far and enjoyed this video so much you can help someone in so many different ways. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you so much. Feel free to comment a video suggestion. I would love to look at the different suggestions, so I really know what you guys
heard that,
and I will see you in the next one.
Hun is cooking. As always, you already know. Shout out love with the Hun. Miss Coco's crazy. Miss Coco Bud. Of course, baby. That was the Brooke Monk breakup situation. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video, like I just said, down in the description. First link, show the love with the hun again. Miss Coco's girls, Miss Coco Bud on the stove. Hun is cooking every time. We already know the final opinions and conjecture to give the final opinions and conjecture, of course. Duh. But anyway, yeah, it seems like from the Brooke Monk breakup situation, yeah, they're not breaking up. Seems like avocado. Seems like she just farming the John for engagement, little skits, little POVs or whatever. But I doubt, obviously, that her and Sam are gonna obviously really break up or whatever. Being that, you know, Brooke Monk and him. Like, because if they were, like I was saying, I think I'd be more inclined to believe that they would obviously not really cover it in a way like this. Like, Brooke doing some POVs and skits would, if they were going to address it, like, especially after her audience formally address it in a way, like, in not even in a way, in, like, definitely in a sense. And then from that, I don't even think they would, like, address it at all initially. Like, it's just obviously covered behind the scenes. But from looking at this, John, yeah, Heads thought they were going to break up. They literally posted a TikTok, yeah, Heads think we're gonna break up. Like, they're smiling, laughing and shit. Yeah, they're not breaking up. Like, that John is dead. But yeah, it seems like a bit of avocado skin walking from the hun, Miss Brooke Monk, you know what I'm saying, and from Sam. But again, like, a little skin walking coming from hun. Again, call me bi sweeper, you know, Brooke Monk Glazer. But like a little skin walking from hun and all that, John, is not about to affect me like how it is coming from someone like Miss Sadie or Miss Natalie Reynolds, who was literally bar for bar skin walking Miss Brooke Monk. So yeah, I'm not obviously pressed about that John or no factor. Like, again, hun is posting wholesome content with Sam, like family friendly type of John's relationship. John's cute, John's whatever. And if there's a little skin walking here and there and blind eyed, rose tinted. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, duh, if it got really bad, we'd have to cover it. But like in this factor, seeing this, yeah, I don't care. This is like nothing. Some heads again are doing very nice, good things. But again, to culminate all of that, shout out, should have love it again. The hun Miss Coco's crazy, and I'm finna get y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.